So to start out with, let's do the basic defenses against that cut to the cheek. So cut to the cheek and cut to the flank. In case you hadn't guessed, the parry for those is basically the so like high right, attack at the cheek. If Ethan goes for that, I'm going to have to be in this position obviously because he's not going to throw at me from here. But if I left that high line open, that's my parry. I'm basically just going back into Terza into a position where I have a strong attack. And then my riposte at that point, I can come over the top with a thrust in opposition, do his face, basically on the same line, go for the outside of his face. On the low line, so I keep my mask on. So if we're here and he gives me a beat, goes for my low line, same thing there. I can basically just do the same, go for the same style of attack there, or if we're feeling a little frisky, there's some obvious things that can happen there as well. But essentially most of the time you're gonna be riposting on the same line. You could also go for, especially on the low attacks, you can go for a high line instead. So, for example, Ethan gives me a beat, so right here, I can slip, cut to his arm, and if I'm still in position there, he's on the retreat, or he carries or he's on the retreat at that point, I can just come back in and thrust at the face or throat, or chest, whatever I can throw at there. But you've got some options there, going from a low attack to a high line attack, and putting them on the defensive. Yes?
So when you slip, you just actually have this conversation. So when you slip, you're taking your foot all the way behind?
It depends. If I'm doing a backward pass, I'm going to let my foot pass. If I'm just doing a slip, I'm bringing my feet together.
Okay.
Usually, but I kind of use those interchangeably depending on the situation and how fast or how far away they are.
Fair enough.
Yep. So either one of those is, either one of those. I might have stepped a little further when I was working with Ethan there. Any questions on that? I'd say just give that a shot, see what, and play around with your responses and see what works.
Could I just see it one more time?
Sure. Oh, sure. Okay. So, all right. So I'll be in secondo for some reason. We're gonna try to bait Ethan low. He just makes the attack with my high line, and then I come right back on the high line to his face, thrust in opposition. Eats my blade, goes to the low line attack or parry. I can go for a low line thrust into his leg or his flank, wherever I can get there. Or if I want to, I can slip back as I make the parry, just to give so I can take my blade away from his. Cut at his arm if it's still exposed. If he parries that, I can follow up and just return to my stance and potentially lunge and make another thrust in his face.